Welcome back everyone to No More Future, a furry game. Whoa, calm down, hold your horses. This ain't gonna be that lewd. Yeah, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, watch my other videos, but other than that, welcome back. Start. Or did I say welcome back? Alright, this story is a work of fiction, so I'm gonna skip that. The story contains content that is not suitable to children of all ages. It's okay. Most of my content is not suitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. A dimly lit hospital room in the midst of the fanciest hospital your family could afford. A simple bedroom surrounded by gray walls and dusty curtains on all sides. Beyond the artificial barriers lie identical cubicles all around you. They're a bit livelier than yours, about as lively as they can be in a place like this, anyway. There is no TV to watch as you wait, no games to play, no books to read, and no one to talk to. Not even your family is allowed in at this hour of the day. Hopefully, the mic is clearly picking up my voice, hopefully. You can only listen to the other patients as they lament their woes to their love. I'm sorry, that word just, like, my brain was like, okay, how do you pronounce this? Lament their woes to their loved ones, sobbing and crying while holding each other tight. You haven't paid attention to any of them for quite a while. It only makes you feel worse. You're sprawled on your bed, hidden within the discomfort of your sheets, tired and silent. Your eyes are red from all the tears, and the streaks they've left in their wake are still visible hours apart. The inside of your mouth is as dry as the voices of the nurses and doctors that seldom come visit you. You're a shipwreck drifting off in the misty night, waiting for waves to finally swallow you whole, however long it may take. You already know that all these treatments are meaningless, that there's no saving you from yourself. Ouch. That hurt me. Your family trusts in the doctors that they're wasting their finances on, praying to whatever God is out there that he may listen to their plight. But you who lays in this bed, who endures the painful treatments, who deals with the nightmares that orbit their brain every day and every night, you who outgrew hope long ago. So you lay there, alone and afraid, your body frozen as if encased in ice, your mind stuck in a loop. Over and over, you repeat to yourself the brutal truth you can't run away from. You are going to die. Jeez. Well, that was that. We opened on a sad note. Good evening, top of the morning to you. Good evening there. How are you doing today? A woman. Oh wait, that's a. Don't judge. A woman suddenly appears right before your eyes, almost giving you a heart attack as the sheer volume of her voice strikes you like thunder in a storm. It's not her unexpected arrival that jolts you from your dark thoughts, of course. You've gotten used to people coming and going all the time in this forsaken place. Everything fell into a monotone routine after months of lodging here. No! What startles you is her voice, so much different from the nurses and doctors, so upbeat, so nonchalant. What a glimmer of something more barely hidden beneath the surface. Hardly appropriate, given the circumstances. Hello, you there? Come on, I know you aren't dead yet. The lady laughs off your reluctance to engage her in conversation with a cheerful smile. I know I'm asking for a lot here, but you can still grace me with a chat, can't you? I told you, man, that was a chick. Who are you again? After many days of relentless crying, your voice sounds raspy and coarse, almost as if you were coughing. The woman smiles upon hearing you speak, seemingly delighted for whatever reason. Ah, that's much better. Good to know I wasn't too late to the party. It's kind of hard to converse with a corpse. She chuckles at her own joke for a brief moment while you lay in your bed, dumbfounded. You're not exactly in the mood for morbid humor like that, so you opt to stay silent and pay it no mind. Interesting, she's pretty dark humorous. You decide to take a deeper look at a strange woman, which you haven't deigned with a glance since the moment you first saw her. She's wearing a lab coat of some sort, but like her attitude, it's markedly different from those worn by the local doctors. You struggle to unravel her species. She most closely resembles a Siamese cat with beige fur all over her hands and neck, but something about her features leaves you wondering. You can't see her tail either, thanks to her coat. You wonder whether she even has one underneath that outfit. After some time spent calmly observing you, the curious lady addresses you once again. I guess I still haven't introduced myself yet, huh? No wonder you've been so reluctant to talk to me. The woman extends her right hand towards you, though she likely doesn't expect you to shake it. I'm Dr. Shelley, but you can just call me Mary. I'm the head of the synthetic department over at Pandora Laboratories. Got a bunch more titles under my belt, but let's leave it at that for now. Needless to say, I'm not associated with this institute or its staff in any way. I'm here as a visitor, and you're free to call security on me if I start overstepping my boundaries in any way. But I think you should hold that thought for now. We've only just started getting to know each other after all. You have a mind to have her thrown out right now. Truth be told, you have no clue who this Mary even is, aside from what little she's told you. And you're clearly in no mood to entertain whatever nonsense she's spouting. I mean, she sounds pretty, and she sounds and looks pretty cool. That's for my opinion. However, as you're about to raise your voice, something that she previously mentioned begins prodding at the back of her mind, demanding your immediate attention. Pandora Laboratories, synthetics. Something about these words rubs you the wrong way. Though you seem to recall hearing them before, you cannot picture their meaning in your head. You have a feeling the latter one is especially important. But what? You know, I'm a little bit curious. She has that smirk, right? She's like, I'm the biz here, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna agree to my proposal or some crap. So, sorry for asking this, but I just realized I didn't have a chance to look up your name before I got here. The nurses downstairs gave me your room, condition and all, but they never did bother to mention you by anything other than your number. And here I thought we were the ones working with robots. The lady's witty line, which doesn't somehow succeed at drawing a faint smile on her face, almost makes you forget that she just admitted to illegally obtaining your sensitive data. You really should have called security on this nut job a while ago. Your reason? You reason, but you're not going to, not just yet. I'm also curious, so I'm not gonna call the security if I was in this position. You figure you should give this cat lady a piece of your mind first. Do the doctors around here give their patients info to strangers all the time, or are you a special case? Though there was no irony in your voice, the doctor laughs at your query nonetheless. At least your sense of humor is alive and kicking. I might have made it just in time after all. But to answer your question, let's just say I have my ways. Don't worry, I'm not gonna use your private data to sell you kitchen knives or low-calorie smoothies. Unlike the workers here, I have standards. I like her. How reassuring. Oh, don't act like I'm out here trying to stab you with a needle or something. Like I already said, that's the job of the people downstairs. All I want is to have a nice conversation with someone who, for one reason or another, managed to pique my interest. Surely you can understand this. I pique your interest, you say. The woman hesitates to explain herself directly. How about you tell me your name first and we'll go from there? Unless you'd rather I leave you alone, of course. You briefly wonder whether it's wise to share your name with a stranger you barely know, who still revealed so little of herself to you. It's probably a terrible idea, you reason. Everything about this conversation sounds extremely sketchy. You don't know who she is or what she's after, nor is it clear that what exactly you stand to gain from this surreal exchange. After some deliberation, however, you decide that privacy isn't really a thing you care about, especially in this digital world, huh? Don't worry, Sleepy ain't all about that biz. All that much anymore, besides it's not like you could lose much more than what you already have. Fine, I'll tell you. My name is Isaac. It feels weird revealing your name so carelessly to this stranger. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Especially the face of the doctor. She's like, interesting name, Isaac. Just like the name of Isaac Newton, the one who discovered, or invented the laws of inertia because of an apple falling right beside him, to be exact. It's almost like giving away part of your soul in a way. They do say your name, your identity, is a part of you. Some say it's a soul. But hey, who knows? It's probably just you being dramatic as usual, all things considered. Isaac! I see. So that's the name your parents chose for you. I take it? Sorry? The cat's question takes you completely by surprise. Yeah, that's a weird question. Though you'd like to ask for an explanation of some sort, the cat swiftly beats you to the punch. You ever notice how little of ourselves was chosen by us in this world? Our names, our genders, our sexualities, our bodies. Even our personalities are mostly dictated by the way we were raised and by whom? All things we never got to say in. Yeah, we're born with them, molded by them, and we're stuck with them until the day we... Wow, that's true. That's a truth bomb. Well, that's not really a truth bomb, you know. I'm pretty sure most people know about it, or some just don't realize it, but hidden inside them, they know about it. Before she can finish, almost as if perceiving how unsettling her sudden interjection had become, she forcefully stops herself. Sorry, didn't mean to go there. Sometimes I can't control myself when I start rambling like that. What I meant to ask was, if you could start your life anew and this time you could choose everything about yourself, including your name, would you keep it the same or would you change it? You try to process what you've just heard in vain. Her words bounce off your head as if she were talking a foreign language. You understand what she's saying, but not what she means. What sort of question is that? The interesting sort, wouldn't you agree? More like the ridiculous sort. Oh, come on, don't sound so glum. Humor me for a minute, and I promise it'll be all worth it. Interesting. What about you guys? Comment down below. What would you do if you got another chance in life where you could pick your personality? You're like a player, pretty much. You're like outside. You're picking your character. You're shaping your body and what you want when you're born. For me, I'd stick with my name still, because I feel like my name, my own name that I've grown up with from the start is special to me. Could be different for other people, but for me, Sleepy I would stick by my name, personal name. Yeah, but for personality, I'd change some stuff. Maybe less anxiety. Is that a personality? I don't think so. That's just a side effect of the mental psyche or something. Or yeah, pretty much I'd do it. I'd do a second chance to see what can... Wait, that the question would be, would that mean I would still have knowledge? I'm not restarting everything, just physically, and some stuff that I can customize with. But knowledge wise, I'd still have it. So it's not a complete reboot, which is I'm okay with, because I don't want to restart life at the beginning. I also don't want to restart life as a baby with the conscious mind of like a 20-year-old or some shit. The woman's strange questions cause some stir within your mind. You cannot fathom a guess as to where this bizarre line of questioning could possibly lead. Even so, you can't help yourself from indulging in it further, unwilling to return to the dread and emptiness that preceded it. So, what would it be? Oh, is this where we can like change our name? Interesting. No, I like Isaac. I like it. You would, huh? I suppose that after living so long with your name, it has become just as big as a part of your identity as your actual personality, right? Or maybe it holds a deeper meaning to you, some fond memories associated with it. No need to tell me, by the way. Your gaze says all I need to know. Either way, names are hardly the most important part of an individual. They're just there so we don't have to waste time sorting through countless faces and voices in our heads. I'm just glad I know what to call you when I report back to the labs. Okay, wait a minute. Time out, doctor. Time out. Are you gonna tell me what's the point of this whole mumbo-jumbo conversation? Or are you just gonna keep asking me weird questions like it's all standard procedure? Of course there's a point, and I was getting to it. Duh. Eventually. Eventually is much too long a time frame for your taste, especially when you still don't know what this talk is all about in the first place. It's still a little difficult to speak up, but you try to articulate your confusion as best as you can regardless. I really don't understand why you're doing this, or why I'm going along with it, for that matter. Usually when people come visit, they talk about their lives, the memories they've had together, sometimes about the awful weather outside. I've been in that situation. I've had a family member, rest in peace, who, of course at the start you can talk to him, and then it gradually he gradually got worse, and to the point you can't talk to him. And then I kind of had a huge regret in which I wish I could have talked to him more. It was more so like I don't know what topic should I talk to, because sometimes, especially example, right? I'm pretty sure you've seen movies and series where they're talking to their loved ones, and their mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, brother, sister, whatever will say towards a dude that's towards you, or that person character is like, yeah, talk to him, talk about anything. And talking about anything is hard, even though you can say we talk about spontaneous stuff, improv, right? Yeah, improv. Usually there's a flow we're trying to put. Like, I want to talk about movies this time or something. I want to talk about something. But it's hard talking to someone who's clearly not himself in pain, and it's like I'm talking to a wall. No offense, RIP still. But yeah, getting back to it. Sorry for the shortcut. Going back, and now you come along and start asking me all this strange stuff and saying all sorts of nonsensical things. It's not like your conversation so far was particularly unenjoyable. It was definitely out of the ordinary, for sure, but not necessarily awful. However, given how little time you have left, answering these strangest questions feels like an utterly pointless endeavor. And you know what? I'm gonna end this video right here. I hope if you like more, I'll just continue. I think I want to continue this game up to the end, so you might see more, might see more of this game, no more future. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. But yeah, thanks for watching. Any viewership is greatly appreciated. Any subscription. Thanks for watching. Bye.